So our testing site's on top of our warehouse. We've got about 30 kilowatts of solar panels up on there, a number of inverters that we're testing in the room as well, and some batteries that we're running the Pacers as well at the moment. Manufacturers will tell you all sorts of different things about their product. The great thing about this is it allows us to install it and make sure that it does what the manufacturer says it's going to do. So we put these in here for several months before we go and install the bulk of them out in the field. It's also a really great area to come and bring all the electricians in before they do an installation, to come in here and see how these things are set up, see how they're wired, and for us to come up with design considerations about how we run conduit into them, how we run cables, how we mount them, all those really important things. We're very passionate about testing products before we release them into the field. Solar is an investment for a very long time. Now, while we can't test things for 25 years, we can give them a run for a good period of 12 months, for example. So we like to put them through their paces, and we also like to train our own internal staff on those things before we send them out in the field. So part of that testing lab is not only to test products are fit for purpose before we release them, but to do training for our staff before we go out to do installations. In this lab, we're testing everything from what would be considered a sort of mid-tier inverter, right the way through to a better quality inverter. And we believe in putting things through their paces before we send them out the field and install them en masse. So having this lab here really gives us a great facility to test things, but also to train new staff on products when they come available. So every time we look at launching a new inverter, we bring them in here first, install them, and then do some training with the staff before we go out there in the field. So having this lab here means that at the end of the day, when we go out to the field, we know what we're installing, and we're installing it in such a way we've all agreed on the best practice and the best way to install it, and ultimately that leads to better quality.